Baby, when I say it was some slow singing and flower bringing on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, let's talk about it. So, me personally, I am definitely in agreement with Shamia. I'm not going to say I'm Team Shamia or Team Portia. I like them both. However, in this situation, it definitely, from what we have seen on this show in years past and recently from last season and this season, Shamia is the friend who always shows up. Shamia is a friend who always supports. Shamia is a friend who always calls. Now, I know a lot of people um are trying to say, well, it's not authentic. She does that for a reason. She did that because she wanted to be on the show. Truth be told, there are several people who were related to the show, Kenya Moore, Carlos King, and even Andy, advised the public that yes, Shamia was asked publicly previously to be on this show. She said no because her husband didn't want to do it. So I don't think Shamia has an ulterior motive in being Portia's friend. I truly think they had a friendship, or Shamia thought they had a friendship. And Portia has always been HBIC as it relates to her friendship with Shamia. It definitely gives a little bit of Mean Girls. And I don't know about y'all, but if you my friend, I want you to win. If you my friend, I'm going to support you. If you're my friend, I'm going to show up for you. If you're my friend and I have a business and you decide, hey, I want to do the same thing, there might be part of me that's like, okay, so what got you interested in all this all of a sudden? And I might be taken aback. However, if you are truly my girlfriend and we've been down for years, I know your heart. You know my heart. So I'm gonna do what I can to support you. I'm gonna do what I can in helping build your business. Now, I might not always be able to show up when you want, but I'm going to do my best. That is where I fault Portia. I don't think we have seen her show up in the same capacity for Shamia that we have seen Shamia show up for Portia. Even last season, Shamia's birthday party, the first episode of the season, Portia was late. Portia came in not too concerned about being late. Then that episode became about Portia and Drew versus us really getting to know Shamia. I just feel like Portia is not the kind of person, the kind of woman who is able to be close to friends, female friends. And you got to ask yourself why. Why is that? Is that because you think all women are treacherous? Is that because you have a treacherous spirit and heart? Therefore, you think other women do too? Or is that because you've been hurt by other women in the past? I don't know what it is. However, there's a lot going on in this situation. I also feel like Shamia does have an identity and authenticity issue. I think she is authentically a kind person. I think she is authentically a fun person. However, I do think she uses that as a cover to hide any uncomfortable emotions. Unfortunately, as you get older, you just got to say what it is, mean what you say, and be okay with walking away. Let the chips fall where they may. That is how you know whether or not your relationship is strong enough to survive whatever obstacle or hurdle that might come your way. That's the test of a true friendship. When you guys can disagree, you can have an argument, you can communicate your feelings, the other person can communicate their feelings, and you guys can still find a path forward. That's a real friendship. Whatever Portia and Shamia had, I don't know. But it's done. It's dead. It's over. And great TV, horrific fallout for two women who had a lifelong connection.